Hello, people. I am Jaby KOAY, joined by MUNEESH Sharma.
Hello.
He is a Hindi speaker, well, Hindi listener.
Yeah.
I should, correct myself there. And I recognize that this is not a Hindi film, so I am aware of that. He's aware of that. We're all aware of that. We're looking at MARAKKAR Lordy. Okay, let me try that again. MARAKKAR ARABIKADALINTE Simham, official teaser with Mohanlal. Mohanlal is a huge Indian actor. I'm sure you're not aware of him because he's more like regional stuff. Yeah, regional cinema.
I think I've heard the name.
So it says, directed by Priyadarshan, produced by Antony, Perumbavoor, under the banner Ashivrad Cinemas, starring Mohanlal, Pranav Mohanlal, Arjun, Sunil Shetty, Prabhu Manju Warrior. That's a cool ass. I'm sure I'm saying it wrong. My name is Jaby Warrior. That would be cool. And Sushani. Okay, there's a lot of people here. So yes. Anyway, Mohanlal is with the person everyone cares about. That's what we're going through.
Hey, Sunil Shetty though.
You know who that is?
Yeah. If it's the same one I'm thinking of from back in the day.
I'm sure I have seen his face. I just don't remember him.
Yeah, when I was growing up, he was a leading guy. He was the star of a lot of action movies. He was kind of on the same as Anil Kapoor, Salman Khan.
Okay.
You know, things like that.
All right. That's interesting. I was just caught off guard by the ships. I'm like, I didn't know the production value or the production level of this movie at all. This is actually a little bit fascinating because I don't know if you're aware of it, but not that long ago there was a Hindi language film called Thugs of Hindustan with Amitabh Bachchan, Amir Khan, Katrina Kaif, I believe, is also in it. There's a lot of famous people in it, and it was a huge film. It didn't do well with audiences. It was disappointing for a lot of people, but it was inarguably a huge film. I'm just wondering if there's any inspiration, because sometimes different regions of India get inspired by other regions of India.
Totally.
I'm gonna say inspired. I'm wondering if that is, if Thugs of Hindustan is in part why this came to be. Like, people, they got inspired and said, oh, we should do this story because of...
Yeah, I can see that. I didn't know how epic this was gonna be. That was very impressive.
Yeah, Mohanlal is pretty huge. That just looks real to me. It just looks, I don't know. I'm impressed by just how real it looks.
If you showed me this and this, I would think it's Game of Thrones. This even almost kind of.
Yeah, the English soldier.
Look at this.
Yeah, the quality of it is really nice.
Yeah.
But I wasn't expecting that. So if there's CGI here or miniatures or whatever, it looks very convincing.
Can't tell.
I was taken aback by that. And so we're dealing with English soldiers who are coming to India, I guess. I mean, wait, is he on the boat? Because I didn't see him on the boat. Let's go over this again. Yeah. So my guess is that this is dealing with something similar to Syra. Syra is another regional Indian film. I loved that movie. I thought it was so awesome. It was a regional Indian film about something similar where you have the English soldiers coming in and you have this Indian rebellion. Now, Syra was taken to this level of borderline fantasy. The story is not necessarily a fantasy, it's just the way it's executed is very fantastical in a number of ways. And I don't mind that. I like that, actually.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty cool. I don't know what the tone is here. It seems to be more not fantasy, whatever that is. I mean, so far, I have no idea. Because I've seen Mohanlal's other trailers, action stuff. Sometimes it is fantastical. So he does both. It's unclear right now, but it could just be historical drama, which would be also interesting,
Right, and this looks like it's more grounded than fantasy. You're right.
Yeah. I mean, so far. He might be flying around in the trailer.
Right.
He might
be the hawk or eagle.
Right. Going back and forth like
We don't know
what's his
yet.
name from Game of Thrones, who was in a wheelchair? Brand.
Oh
Brand
yeah,
Stark.
he's Worgen.
Brandil Stark.
Yep,
Yeah.
Brandon Stark.
Brandon Stark. Yeah. No, I don't think that's what's happening.
No.
That would be neat though.
It would be a crazy take.
I mean, I don't know much about Indian history, so I have no idea if this is based on a true story or not. It seems like there's so many different stories about
Yeah.
the English coming in and how the Indians were dealing with it. And because the fact of the matter was, if I'm not mistaken, back in the day, India wasn't like a unified country. It was like these different kingdoms
Yeah.
or territories. And so everyone was dealing with their bullshit with the English. That's why you have like this wide gamut of stories, unlike, I would imagine, like France or the Philippines. Yeah, France is the best example, like because like Nazi Germany came,
Yeah.
Nazis came in there and did what they did, and so it feels more unified in a way. Whereas it seems like you have all these interesting different pockets of stories that don't necessarily feel connected to the other stories that happened. Using my knowledge from all the films I've watched.
Some kingdoms were aggressively trying to battle it. Some were totally duped by them, maybe,
Yeah,
with trade and all that. So
Right. Some just kind of said, okay. Like, I remember, okay, Charles told me multiple times with Thailand, when the Nazis came, Thailand basically dealt with it by saying, here, you can have this land. Or not, was it Japan? I think Japan came. Axis.
Got it, yeah.
Axis powers. Japan came and Thailand said, here, take this portion of land if you don't mess with us. And Japan's like, good deal. In order to protect the lives of your people, sometimes you just
Get a compromise.
you compromise them, whereas others were fighting. And so
Right.
there was a couple of, what was her name? Manikanika. This was remade by, in Europe, actually, with English actors and whatnot. That was another interesting story where you have this female queen who has a bunch of female warriors and she refuses to give up her kingdom and she's fighting back. I'm imagining with Marakkar, it's a similar situation where it's about a rebellion against the English who are trying to take over the land.
Right.
With a budget of 100 crore. $147,000 is 1 crore. It's $14 million. It's a $14 million budget. I think it's a fairly sizable budget for an Indian film. Yeah, they're able to do a lot more with their money than we do over here. I mean, one of the biggest budgets that I'm aware of, if I'm not mistaken, was like $75 million. Like, that was the biggest budget in India.
Yeah, they can make that go a lot
Yeah.
further than I guess we can.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, these types of stories are always intriguing to me. The underdog story, and so you're rooting for them. I just watched Tan Haji, which is with the Jay Devgan. That was a pretty interesting film. Yeah. So, okay. Nothing left to say. So I guess I'm just looking forward to the trailer. And you guys, let us know your favorite Mohanlal film in the comments below. What you recommend for MUNEESH to watch.
Yeah.
For Jaby to watch. And subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to check out MUNEESH on the social media, MUNEESH SHARMA. And subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that bell icon so you get notified every time we drop another video. Check out our other reactions, reviews, short films, vlogs, and interviews. Thanks so much for hanging out. I am Jaby KOAY. This is
Mooneesh Sharma.
Peace out.